Hi, Soul Light. Welcome back if you've been subscribed to my channel and traveling with me for a while on the soul path. If you happen to be new, welcome. I'm Michelle and this is Soul Insights and Tarot. We're going to be looking at your immediate future as well as the week ahead. You know where you are in your manifestations and what you're focused on, what you are coming to this reading for, or what you've been guided to come to for this reading. So that will reflect the time frame, but I am keeping it pretty in the immediate. So it would be the week of when you're watching this video, whenever you're watching it, and also your immediate future. Now, I'm working with a lot of people personally, individually, privately, that watch these readings, as well as people that are subscribed. So it can be kind of sequential, an unfoldment or evolution of what you're focused on. As always, my suggestion is that you choose the card or cards or crystals that you feel the most connection to, or that jump out at you, or that you feel a pull towards. And if it's one or two stacks or all of them, trust your intuition and go for it and, see what your messages are. There are timestamps in the description box below. And each of these soul stories is also in chapters. In fact, the whole video reading is in chapters. So soul story number 1, soul story number 2, soul story number 3, and soul story number 4. Now, if you're staying with me, I'm going to do a bit of a tune-in meditation, alignment meditation. You can stay for that, or you can skip ahead to the timestamps. All right. So with eyes open or eyes closed, connect into the bottom half of the body. Take a deeper breath in, and if you're sitting, slightly raise your chin upward. Raise your chin to the sky on the in-breath, and on the out-breath, lower the chin towards the chest. Lowering the gaze in towards the heart chakra, breathing in, bringing the chin up towards the crown, up to the sky. Breathing out, drawing the chin towards the heart lung area, the heart chakra, and the earth. And one more time, breathing in, drawing the chin up to the sky. Breathing out, drawing the chin towards the earth. And then bringing your head and neck in a neutral position, and just feel yourself centered between sky and earth. Feel the interconnectedness of life itself through you as you. Feel your interconnectedness through the subtle energy to the all that is. And when you're ready, taking a conscious deep breath in, breathing out, letting your out breath be longer than the in breath. Feel very centered, focused inside. And choose the cards or crystals that most call you and that you're drawn to. Hey, Soul Light, if you chose the pyrite, this is soul story number 1. It's a pyrite block. A lot to do with stability. Okay, now this is chipped, so you might feel there's a little bit of a chip, maybe a chip in your armor, a chip in your foundation, or maybe there's an opening for something new. Let's look and see your week ahead and the immediate future for you. What are you focused on and working on? We've got the Harmony card, you've got the keys here, and then the first house, arrival. Some kind of opening, arrival. And with pyrite, I'm hearing choose what's best for you, best for your outlook on life, best for your body. There is something about creating a much more harmonious situation or circumstances for you. I feel like you are the center right now. North Node is in Aries. Aries rules the first house. Mars in Aries, well, we have Mars in Libra, but that will highlight, obviously, self-autonomy, self-rule. And we do have a new moon coming up in Libra. And we have Chiron in Aries, right? So there is a lot for you about harmonizing your needs and wants with others, but making sure that your needs and wants are getting met. I hope that makes sense for you. Let's look at what's going on here. We've got the Knight of Chalices. I actually feel like you are in a good alignment. There is something, Three of Swords here, there is something coming in that brings more harmony in your life or more peace of mind. Got the Hierophant. There we go, Ace of Pentacles. So I would plan for increase financially or some new idea that comes in that creates better balance in your life, harmony, but also brings in some new level of income. And then we've got the Two of Pentacles. So a lot of you could feel like you're budgeting time, energy, or money. There's something that you're having to weigh out, but it is showing that if there's been some kind of lack or limitation or something in your life that was a bit at a deficit, that is being replenished. Now, you've got the Hierophant here, which rules the second house, which is this house of resources, financial resources, personal resources, seeing yourself as a resource. This could also connect you into teaching, connecting into your higher self. I feel like a lot of you could be bridging from one thing or one focus or one job or one career into the other. So you're really going to have to, with that Two of Pentacles, that also speaks to harmonizing or balancing. So there, you know what it is that you're having to harmonize or balance in your life. There's some kind of, I just heard difference of opinion that will be worked out. Now, what does that mean for you? Some of you, there's a difference of opinion that perhaps you're having with someone that will be worked out. You're learning how to not only take better care of yourself, but insert yourself more into the equation. Hand signals. Now this to me is opening up to new possibilities. You've got the Two here. It's a 23 card, which breaks down to a 5. So that's some new element or new direction, but the Two brings cooperation. So I would say expect cooperation with working with others. You've got, and oh, so interesting, in the beginning, I don't know if you did the meditation with me, but we balanced sky with earth. And this is literally balancing sky with earth. You know, the earth reaches to the sky and the sky reaches to the earth. And there you are in the center. So really, I would suggest, whether this week or your immediate future, that you begin to look at yourself maybe more as sky and earth, or inner and outer. What is the balance? The more balanced you are, the more abundance you're going to have. And this also means for many of you that either work with people or whether it's within a family situation, ask for help, get cooperation. Be open to help and not having to do it all on your own. Okay, I hope that's making sense for you. All right, let's see any other message that I want to. Yeah, it's like clockwork I'm hearing. What does that mean? Something's like clockwork. There could be some things that you know already or that you do really well, that it's not about perfecting right now. This is the reading for you. It's not about perfection. It's about determination and follow through. Oh, share your gifts. There it is. Yeah, get ready to see movement when you choose to share your gifts. That to me also has to do with the Hierophant, signified by Taurus. I would say work in partnership, work with others, work with small groups. And that Two of Pentacles also has to do with working things out or working with another person. It does have to do with balancing two parts of your life too. And again, that's really underscored or highlighted with the Harmony card, that this is something about, there's something about harmonizing your life. And I feel for a lot of you, it's the idea that you don't, what brings more harmony in your life and in your decisions? For some of you, it may be, okay, I don't have to have it done exactly the way I would do it. For some of you, this could be working with a therapist, a guide, a teacher, an accountant, a healer. There could be someone that you're working with that is helping you understand something more about your life or what you're doing, or somehow highlights your, what do I want to say, your needs and wants. In other words, sometimes when we meet people or we have friends around us or colleagues or certain people in our life, we see something mirrored in them and we're like, oh, I want that, or I need that, or that's a good idea. So look out for that. What are the good ideas? What are the hand signals? What are the signs that you're getting through other people and or your circumstances? Because that's going to tell you what's going to bring in the most abundance, whether it's also maybe even your health, your stamina could be coming back as well, and your focus. So Spirit is saying, don't focus on what you don't have right now. Don't focus on the loss. Focus on what is building. Okay, I just got these new rune cards. I still love my wooden runes. Ooh, let's see what. Okay, we're going to take these two, and you've got Legos, intuition, evolution. This is flow. So many of you are learning to take a more harmonious approach to things and not overly push for conclusions. Then you've got growth. That makes sense. That's the pyrite energy, the growth. And Pertho, you're on your path to destiny. So you are on the right track, even though sometimes you might feel there's a little bit of a setback or something not lining up quite as much as you want to. Pertho has to do with being in the magic and the mystery. Pertho, it's destiny. You're in the hands of fate, literally, and you've got the hands there. So this is also could be you're taking a chance in something, a new direction with Ing or Ingus here. There's a new direction that you're going in that's bringing in growth. But this is both an ending. This could bring loss, but growth at the same time, right? So you might have to pay for something, pay for some services, but at least the services are done. Or you pay for new, software or platform or a new computer, but then you actually get more work done, right? So there could be paying out something, but it enables you to be able to do something else. Or maybe you have to put more time, energy, money, focus in something, but then it ends up paying off. And trust your intuition. Your intuition is going to be fierce right now. It's really up a lot. Okay, let's look at the Astrodites. The best approach for soul story number 1. What's the best perspective for whatever they're coming to this reading for? Ooh, South Node, 10th house. Changes in the works. South Node, the 10th house. Reconsider, Gemini. So reconsider your plans. There's going to be some kind of shift in what you're planning to do, soul story number 1. Your soul story right now is you may go back to something that you did before that you thought was dead, was over, wasn't going to happen. A lot of you, this has to do in the area of communication. Your commitment is being tested in regards to moving forward. So even if something from the past comes back, you may be doing that, but doing it in a different way. You may be going ahead and doing something in your past or bringing something in your past into what you're doing now. And for some of you, this has to do something with a career move or career change. All right, so Light, I hope that brings some insight to you. If you feel a resonance, I'd love if you would subscribe and get the notifications, share the video, share your gifts, and share the video if you feel someone else could be helped by it. All right, your Soul Insights mantra is, as I revisit what I've done in the past, I'm able to bring the hidden gems forward into my present to use in beneficial ways. For some of you, I am open to sharing my gifts and receive the abundance and prosperity that these gifts now bring me. All right, Soulites, take good care. Keep shining bright. Hi, if you chose soul story number 2 and the rose quartz, this is your reading. Wow, so it's interesting. You've got fun here, which also has a lot of pink in it, a lot of rose colored. It really matches this rose quartz, and playtime. So I'm definitely getting a time for you of a lot of self-nurturing, healing, lightening up, actually adding more playtime, more fun, more, just time where you're not feeling as pushed or rushed, even if you have deadlines, which I feel a lot of you may have a lot that you're trying to get done. But you're going to be having some space. Some of you to just kind of wander, some of you to get together with friends. There is some time opening up, or you're going to actually make the time. You're going to be creating the time. And I also feel the next week for you, there's a focus a lot on your inner child. Now, this reading I'm doing week ahead and your immediate future, because sometimes things, happen much more quickly. Sometimes people are working on something that is going to be longer than a week. So I would say no more than a month out. So somewhere between a week and a month. And you'll know what it is by what you're working on. Okay, I want to get the cards out. I'm getting a lot of with inner child. You could have children, be spending more time with children, or children could be visiting you. There's a lot, not just because the card says playtime, but playful. You could even find yourself having much more of a humor. Maybe you lost your humor for a while and you've been focused a lot on work, or you're going to somehow begin to make your work more fun. And that's for my entrepreneurs especially. Oh, look at that, solar calm. And it's about clarifying. Now, the solar plexus has to do with the area of the inner child. So this is definitely a confirmation on that. Make sure you're really checking in, and some of you may already be doing this, and this is just a confirmation, but check in with that inner child. Some of you could be kind of teetering towards, I don't know, maybe burnout, or just feeling like you're having to overdo. Some of you are going to be taking a few days off, or vacation is what I'm hearing. You're going to either do it this week or you're planning it. If it's a longer vacation, it could be more in November or December. Some of you, I do feel some kind of getaway or quick getaway in October. So you're probably going to be planning that. And I don't feel you're going to be going on your own. So there could be friends or family or significant others. Let's see what else. Let's get oracle cards, and then we'll get the tarot for you. Yeah, so let me see what else I feel coming in for you. It's just saying lighten up, have more fun. This one wanted to come out. Oh, you're at a crossroads. A new business adventure, project, or career is currently in the works. And I think you know this. Those of you that chose soul story number 2, I feel like you've been at this crossroads for a while, or you've known about it or contemplated and said, when can I do this, or when can I make this change? So there definitely is change coming up. I feel like you're moving into a position. Okay, I'm getting this one wants to come out. You're moving into a position where you're actually going to have more fun with what you do. Now, if you're an artist, this could be something with your art or creativity. All I know is also I feel like things that used to bother you are not going to bother you as much. Ooh, we're not taking all those. Let's see. Oh, we actually have 2 here. Oh, okay, we'll take that one. Sometimes the guides are very insistent. Oh, wow, look at this. Movement. And this is the snake for transformation, transmutation. I like to say first, there's a transmutation of the energy that allows for the transformation. The golden egg here of potential, of possibilities. Take that in, soul story number 2. You're about to move, and that's, again, traveling, visiting, more people coming to see you. For some of you, there's some long-range goals in the next month you're going to be looking at that do have to do with a move. Now let's see what these were. Ooh, nature and boundaries. That's for that beautiful inner child of yours, the sacred space inside that says, I need to not overdo or overgive. And then also being more in nature. And I also feel for many of you, this is also about connecting more to your true nature. I think you're refinding yourself, finding yourself or a part of yourself that kind of got lost in the shuffle of life. Or maybe, maybe you were having a lot to do, or building, or going back to school, or retraining, or, building back up from some kind of loss. You're reconnecting with this a part of you I feel that you haven't connected with in a very long time. That's actually quite creative, playful, artistic. Now, for some of you, it's just that you're also going to have more time for what is creative, what is artistic, what is more self-expressive. Some of you, I'm seeing a clothing line, merch. There's something that you're going to be selling online. Wow, there's a lot of psychic, and this is not even through the cards. I'm definitely getting your turning point is doing more for yourself. It could be on your own. It could be with a partner. I don't know. We'll see as the cards unfold. Let's look here at the star codes here. I definitely feel like if you've wanted to have your own business or do something, let's see, let me turn these over, that is coming, that there's something about your own business or side gig or side business, or you're adding something to your business that's going to, some of you down the road are going to have somebody helping you, like run it. There's some kind of organizational change. Okay, this is peeking out. We know we need to take a peek out. And then I'm going to see if any other messages are for soul story number 2. For the immediate future, the week ahead. So this week, plan on being, I know what happened. I didn't remeditate, and the energies is just, it's movement. That's what I'm hearing to tell you. There's going to be a lot unexpected this week, in fact the whole month, that is somehow loosening you up from something that you used to do or a focus that you used to have. You're going in another direction. Okay, let's take those two. And this one that first popped out, conjunction. What did I say about people? So there is going to be some kind of alliance. There is going to be some kind of connection for you. And I would say with these birds, it has to do with people that are similar minded, maybe from a certain group, center, community, spiritual. And 51-6, again, this is the 5. There's an influence coming in, a new direction, a new influence, a new, perhaps even creative project. But it gets you in a different direction. And I feel like you start following that direction more. Something you're really going to like, I can tell you that much. Descendant, that's an invitation. What did I tell you? Invitation, conjunction, alliance. This is signaling that someone's going to ask you, hey, do you want to do this with me? Do you want to come on board? I also feel there could be contracts down the road. It's something that's going to be really creative. It may even be for many of you something you didn't even think about. 37 breaks down to a 10, which has to do with community. 37, in the I Ching, it's the family. So this, again, is telling me this has to do with family or friends that are like family, community. This is about soul tribe, soul community, is going to get you in a new path, new direction. And solar flares, activation, something happening quickly. I think that's why the cards were going. Because I feel with your energy, soul story number 2, those of you that are aligning to soul story number 2, there is some kind of activation in your life that gets you looking at things differently and gets you in a, I don't know how else to say it, a new direction, or integrating a new direction, or you have more concrete plans for this new direction. And this is for a hopeful change. This is change that you have been contemplating and that you have been wanting, okay? That is what's coming up for you. change that you have been wanting and that you have been contemplating. All right, now I'm going to get my rune cards, which I absolutely love. Let's see. Messages, and then we're going to do tarot, and then we'll end up with the astro dice. Let's see, a message for you. Oh, wanted to get the dream card too. Hold on, let's see. I'm hearing West, go West. Richard or Dick, that name. Something also Nueve, something new. New York. Nueve, something new. Some of you are rebranding, or you're doing something different with, again, with your work, your career. There's support, there's help. Now, some of you could be working more as a consultant, that you're actually helping someone, or you're going to get more work as a consultant. I feel for some of you, now I don't know if it's this week, but this activation, this invitation, and this alliance is definitely bringing some kind of new direction. Some of you could even be, a partner, some kind of relationship or partnership. Let's see what we have here. Protection and Thuraz, static force defense. So Thuraz is a little bit of a thorny patch. It's challenges and difficulties on your path, but you have Algiz here, which is the protection shield. So Algiz or Algon protects. So even though you might be going through challenges right now, it's safe to lighten up. It's safe to have some fun. Some of you, there's certain purchases you've wanted to make that you're like, oh, I don't know if I can afford this, but I really want this, or I need this right now, or this would help me in my job or my career. You are protected. Now, don't go, overboard. But so if you're feeling like, am I going to go slide back, or am I going to make it? Yes, you are going to make it. Whatever your concerns are, you are going to make it. Things are going to be okay. Now I'm reading, this is, in the runes, a lot of times the cycles have to do with, by the season. So, every 3 months or 6 months. So I would say, yes, there's protection within the 3 months, and I would say also 6 months. So getting into, next year. So you're ascending, you're getting help, even though it's going to be challenging. I'm not going to lie. It's just, there's probably a lot unknown in your path right now. Let me know in the comments if you feel like it. There's probably a lot up in the air for you, and you feel the changes. Wow, I think Soul Story number 1 got this too. You might want to look at Soul Story 1. But you've got practicing death, and this is the death before you die. Die before you die. And it is a Buddhist practice of letting go consciously. Like instead of holding on, which is kind of the human narrative, is like when something's about to leave or change, we hold on. So the more you can enjoy the space, wasn't there something about space? Or I think when I channeled in the beginning, the psychic card, I think I said you're going to have more space or create more space. So when you get used to more space in your life, it allows you to get used to changes that are coming. Ooh, celestial guides. Work with your guides, Soul Story number 2. See, you're protected. I definitely get spirit guides, spirit team energy with this reading. However, I also am getting archangels, maybe even Metatron. I'm definitely getting Archangel Michael also, maybe Archangel Gabriel. And then I'm hearing Luke or Lucas, something, San Lucas or Lucas, something about Lucas, Luke, Lucas, Lucius. Yeah, take some time off, even if it's a few hours or a staycation or drive somewhere. That is going to be really helpful. Let's get the cards out. 3 of Cups. Again, there is this abundance. You are taken care of. You are protected. Knave of Chalices, Page of Cups, the Devil, the Tower. Yep, releasing. I feel like the devil. You've had to overly focus on finance, on money. Well, Monday. Well, see what happens Monday for you. This reading should be out. I'm doing I started it a couple days ago, but now I'm completing on Sunday, and I'll upload it today. So take special note of Monday whenever you're watching this video. Take special note of Monday, especially if it's around the time that I'm uploading it. Temperance, Sagittarius energy. So we have Mars, Capricorn. Yeah, a lot to do with work, and you have to take some time out. You're going to have some extra money or the time, or somebody could even just treat you. Say, I want to take you somewhere. Four of Pentacles. Yeah. So you're still really kind of focused on building, maybe nurturing, maybe having to go more within because there's so much change that's going on right now in your life. You might feel the need, let's put this here. You might feel the need to be more on your own, or that you need to recoup, or it might be challenging to be around certain people, or certain circumstances may not be as interesting to you anymore. You might not be as interested in certain things. You know, you can feel the waves of change. That's what I'm hearing. You're feeling the waves of change, and it's about just going with that change. All right, best perspective, best approach for those that chose soul story number 2. Oh, Capricorn. There we go. The devil, Capricorn, Jupiter. Focus in the first house. Focus on yourself. You're expanding yourself, your goals. Focus on your goals, your life, your expansion, whether in a career level, anything that has to do with your body, your routine. With Jupiter there, it does also say that you are getting better, things are building back up, but it's gradual progress. This is not like a quick change or quick fix. But the changes that you're making are going to be positive, and they're going to be long-lasting. All right, your Soul Insights mantra to support you on your path is just that. I am protected and supported on my path, and I am guided in the decisions that I need to make for the perfect decisions for my soul path. All right, Radiant Light. I hope this helps you. Hope it resonates. Let me know how it unfolds in the comments if you feel a resonance to do so. Lots of love and light to you. Hello, Soul Light. If you chose Soul Story number 3 and the turquoise, this is your reading. Now, turquoise has a lot to do with comfort, the body, healing, also with Mother Earth, the earth itself. It is a very powerful stone, also very uplifting. It's also a blood purifier, or helps purify impurities. It also helps to release worry. It brings centering and grounding. It's also been used as a stone for trade. And so this could bring something that has to do with money or trade or business. Increase, I would say abundance and increase. Okay, let's see. And then you've got layers here. And 12th house. Well, first off, what I'm getting here for you in introspection, that just like the earth, there are many layers to your situation. There are many layers to your life. There's many layers to you and or what you do. I feel like this group has probably multiple projects going on, or multiple gifts, or different things that you can do. Very creative with that 50 here, that 5, which is the card of the Sun of Leo. And so you're going deep within, I feel, to decide, what do I want to focus on now, or what do I want to bring forward? Now, I also am getting that there's going to be a lot of changes that are changes deemed by your Akash, changes that are deemed by destiny. So even from this card layers, you can see there's lights here. So it's almost like certain lights go on, certain codes go off within you, or activated or decoded, certain activation. is bringing you into alignment. Now let's see to what. What is this alignment about? I'm very curious about that. Let's see if we can put this here. I think with you we're going to get right to the tarot. You see that better? Let me put this here. Well, it says layers. Just want to make sure. Yeah, so we're going to look at first at your tarot, then we're going to look at other cards. Oracle cards. That's the message I'm getting. I heard get right to the tarot. So there's something very layered or very nuanced or maybe complex. I wouldn't say complicated, but complex. There's many parts to whatever you're asking about or whatever you're doing. It's not just a clear-cut yes-no answer. So if you're coming here for a yes-no answer, I feel that it's yes on some things, no on some, and some maybe. In fact, there's a lot of decisions you're going to be making that perhaps shut one door or one focus and bring in another. I was told to look at the bottom of the deck, and we've got the 10 of Cups. So perhaps you're looking at what brings me most fulfillment, whether in an emotional way, financial and emotion, lifestyle way. Some of you are you're making a decision that isn't clear cut. Some of you, this could be something with some kind of union or marriage or bringing together two people or two of something seems to come together. Let's see. We've got the 8 of Cups, the 9 of Cups. So you go from the 8. So you've got 10, 9, 8, or 10, 9, 8. Queen of Cups, look at all that. This is about emotional connection. What emotionally fulfills you, or you're making a decision that's very emotionally impacting with all this Cups. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio energy. Oh, then we've got Strength reverse. So some of you are feeling kind of vulnerable about something or someone. Ace of Wands. Okay, I'm going to tune in a little bit because I'm getting a couple messages. And then we have one more here. So I want you to see that introspection and layers. So if you have been having trouble making a decision, there's a reason. It's not clear cut. There's a lot of parts to what it is that you're doing. There's a lot of moving parts. There's a lot to consider. I think you're letting go. 7 of Cups. Look at all those cups. You saw me shuffle. You've got 7, 8, 9, 10. So whatever you're focusing on, whatever changes that you end up making, it actually is going to give you more energy, more inspiration, more focus to whatever you're coming to this reading about, to whatever you're asking about. And you're getting out of something that I feel was holding you back or was too much for you. Some of you, it's because you're choosing to go in a different direction, but it's going to take some introspection for you to figure out what that is. Now, it could be meditation. It could be through a dream. It could be that one day you're just walking and you have a flash and you just go, this is what it is. It's going to be different for different people. But it's whatever the decision is, you're going to have to, with that Queen of Cups, you have got to use your intuition. Let's get the Oracle cards now. You're not going to be able to know what to do or what direction or what first step to do or how to approach something. I would say the best approach for you is one that takes your emotions into account and your intuition. So this, whatever this is not a time, this is not a week, the next few weeks is not a time. Expansion, yeah. You're getting ready to move up into higher levels of awareness through embracing your life experience. That's bringing in that 12th house also of introspection. I also see this as just expansion, but somehow going up, and also similar to the Ace of Wands. This is a wand. So something's going to take key precedence for you, whether this week or within the month, that is your answer. It pulls everything into alignment. And some of you know already what it is what I'm being told. They know. But you haven't been able to act upon it or acknowledge it yet. You haven't been able to say, okay, this is it for sure. This is what I'm doing. This is what I'm doing. This is where I'm going. Whatever that direction is. Yeah, look at that. Supernova. An aspect of your personality, ego self, must die to make for a new shiny star to be born. That's the introspection. I feel this has been happening for you bit by bit. That's why you might be feeling a bit unstable or vulnerable or very kind of open to life or people, or you're not trying to have it all figured out, which is good this week. I would not try to figure things out. I would allow things to unfold more. And if it has to do with people, just say, well, let me get back to you, or we'll see, or can I let you know by Friday, or can I let you know in a week or two? I would not, again, you got to do what you feel intuitively. Let's see what this card, 2 cards want to come out. Exploration, which 9th house is also a type of expansion. Midheaven, this has to do with your destiny. This has to do for some of you with career. There's changes with that 36-9. There's changes. 47-11 brings you in a new direction. The wheel turns. This brings you into some height, some recognition that is very fulfilling for you. Now, some of you, this could be with social media or some type of group or some kind of online endeavor is what I'm hearing. I heard endeavor. And then you've got the past here. The South Node came out. Some of you are going back or integrating something that you used to do, maybe in a different way, a new way, or it could be a career choice or living situation. All I know is some of you are going back to something that you used to do. Yep. And I'm also hearing don't hold on to the past. That could be 12th house too. 12th house is the subconscious. And it is our past. It's past lives. Similar to the 4th house is past, also more foundational. Family of upbringing, family of origin. But 12th house can be the area of our unconscious, what's subconscious to us, just below the conscious level, or what is unconscious, what we don't know. Oh, I see. Look at share your wisdom. The observer, that's telling me about meditation. You need to meditate, to contemplate sacred sexuality. Ooh, that's a nice one. Well, maybe that's that 10 of Cups, and also that Ace of... I wonder if you meet somebody that kind of rocks your world. I think some of you are getting that message. You may meet somebody. Now, for some of you, this could just be Kundalini awakening, right? This could simply be you're having a Kundalini awakening and you're much more creative. But some of you could be meeting someone within the next week to month, is what I'm hearing. Yeah. And there's a lot of an emotional connection. Basically, whatever you're doing in your life or whoever you're around, there's much more emotional depth for you at this time. I'm going to pull this camera back just a smidgy. I hope I don't mess it up. Is that right? I can never see which way to go. Okay. Yeah, past life connection, people from your past coming back. It's going to be a very social time for you. A lot of coming and going with people. A lot of people that you haven't talked with in a while, people that have been just wondering, hey, how are you doing? How are things going? Let's look at the dream state. What are the dream cards? These lucid dream. Yeah, really work with maybe your dreams, the subconscious, the creative unconscious. Past life regression would be amazing. I do that, by the way. But I'm sure you can find that online or anywhere. But yeah, just regressing back. Ooh, 22, awake. Just as I'm talking about dreams and sleeping, you're awakening to a new aspect of you, and a new aspect of your life is coming in. You're creating a new life that is much more empowering and much more impassioned. 22 here is the card of the builder. 22, whatever 22 that vibration focuses on, brings in that stability of the 4. But it's usually a master plan. Again, I go back to layers. A lot of what you're doing and what you're focused on, it could be that you're changing more than one area in your life, or you're going through changes, maybe friends and family, maybe business. There's just a lot that is changing in your life to bring in much more expansion. This is a time of expansion for you. Even though for some of you might say, oh, it doesn't seem like it, I think what's going to happen is, I don't really see like a, well, supernova could be some kind of pop. Some of you, this is about sharing your wisdom and telling people more about what you do and how you see things, whether it's family or friends or on a more professional level. Okay, I'm just going to take one that flew out. Waxing gibbous, refine and improve. That's it. Refine and improve what you're doing. Refine and improve whatever it is you're focused on in your life. Some of you, this is a gift or an ability that you have, or something you've trained in. There's some type of refinement. So take a little, contemplation meditation and see, what do I need to improve on? What can I do differently? What can I do better? And then we go into weird, the unknowable. This is fate. This is being guided. Weird, I love weird because, of course, in the English language we have W-E-I-R-D, but it actually came from the Germanic or the Norse, W-Y-R-D. And weird literally means fate. And sometimes, like, we do say in the English language, oh, that's weird, or isn't that weird? Oh, I was thinking about them and they texted me. Isn't that weird? So this is what weird is. Weird is getting in touch with the unknowable, with fate itself, with destiny, with the cosmos, with the all that is, the collective unconscious and beyond, the infinite. This is the woof and wharf. When you get in, this is where synchronicities happen. So I would really be open to synchronistic connections right now. If you think of someone, just shoot them an email, text them, call, or you'll probably be bumping into them. Don't be afraid to reach out. Your intuition is really up right now. So if you get a hit on, oh, I should do that, or I want to do this, or I want to say this, then do it. Then just do it. Okay, let's ask the dice, what's the best approach for this group? For soul story number 3, to support this soul story unfolding, what's the best perspective? What's the best approach? 8th house, well, that's the woo-woo house, one of them, Pluto. Best approach is allow for the change. Pluto in Virgo, that's refine. Wow, what is it you're working on? So you're really getting the message to refine your emotional state. Maybe some of you that work with the occult or divination, this is Pluto. And, Virgo is also about harvesting. So this could be with how, Pluto is changes. It could be deep change, radical change. Sometimes it's slow-moving change, but it's great change. So that Pluto and Virgo, Pluto is back in Capricorn. Maybe that's aspecting some aspect of your chart right now, but that Pluto and Virgo really wants to get to the bottom of things and really refine, really look at things in a fine-tooth comb, really just, have that spiritual discernment, discriminate of what's worth it. But this is deep change. This could be change, even dietary change, or change that has to do with what can you stomach, what can you eat. the intestinal tract, even with that Pluto and the Virgo. Health, getting to the bottom of emotional health could also be, let's see, so the best approach is to allow the change to be in the transmutation of energy and let yourself be transformed and refine and improve to get to, see, 8th house is the soul because it's ruled by Pluto, right? So this is about refining so that you're aligning more to your true destiny, your true north. I want to say that reminds me of true north and the 12th house, and also with the south node here. So you came here specifically to do something. You're going to realign to the original intent and purpose to why you're here. Soul story number 3. Yeah, beautiful. All right, soul light, your soul insights mantra to support you in this part of your unfolding is, I am now easily aligning to the reason I am here. Ooh, I'm aligning my path to my purpose in a way that brings emotional fulfillment, prosperity, and abundance for me. Wow, okay. I have a feeling some of you are getting some kind of new role or position. You're here to help awaken people. Maybe you are more awake, or you're going to a next level of awaken. You're definitely doing deep transformation, and the guidance from Spirit is saying to go with this transformation. Just go with it. There's a gift coming from your past life, destiny that's coming in for you. Wow. Oh my God, what a beautiful reading. I just cannot wait to hear how this unfolds for you. Lots of love and light, and I hope to see you in the next reading. Hello, soul story number 4. Wow, I was very curious about this reading. If you chose the amethyst cluster and this card, the question mark, ask, and I kept feeling ask and it shall be given, ask and you shall receive. What are you asking for? I have a feeling it's about to be granted. I feel the universe is listening to you. God is listening to you. Your prayer is about to be answered, but I'm also hearing some of you need to ask. You need to start asking for more. You deserve more. Does that make sense? So let's see. Ask. And what card was here? Ooh, progressions. You're journeying. Now, progressions in astrology, like a progressed moon or progressed sun, it puts that planet in a different sign and potentially a house to activate something new in your life. And you've got a 5 here, 6, 56. 5 is new direction, influence coming in, ruled by Leo, the sun. 6, Gemini energy, has to do with the balancing, and could be some kind of integration, ruled by Gemini. Then the 56 distills to an 11 too. So maybe time to use your intuition more. Also the balance, the scales with that 11 energy, the scales, the timing, the cycle. So whatever you're going through right now is very cyclical. You may have a lot of questions. You may be questioning yourself or your path or your direction. All I can tell you with all this purple lavender, and then there's purple lavender here, and you've got the amethyst. Some of you may be connected to Saint Germain. It's Spirit is guiding you. You're very much on a path right now. You're on your path to destiny. You are definitely in a cycle, a new cycle, some of you might not realize that, but the clock has turned, has moved. The hand on the clock, you're not how you used to be. Even certain goals that you had in the past are changed or are changing. So you are moving forward. You are journeying maybe in a new direction, but there's definitely a new emphasis for you in your life. This is, you're not going to be doing what you were doing before. All right, we're going to look at tarot first, and then we're going to get to oracle cards, and we're going to see what is this progression that's happening. So progression is moving forward. It's highlighting something new, and that happens on a soul level, where the soul, I say the soul is like a sundial, right? And it turns, the wheel turns. So something is going to be more shadowed in your life. And I feel if it's not this week, within the month or by the month, you're going to have an experience of, oh my God, something that's dead, that's over, that's done, or this is new, or this is coming in, or a newfound freedom, a new ability, or something that is brought more to the forefront in your life at this time. Now, also for some of you, it's going to bring people in where you don't know, is this a forever something or someone? Is this a new direction that I'm going in? Or is it not? So there's going to probably be more questions than answers, but it's also going to be a very, you're just going to feel really like in flow or in alignment to what's going on. Even if you don't know what it is, the energy of it, you're going to feel in flow. Yeah, look at that tower, Mars. So there are a lot of changes. You might also want to look at soul story number 3, because I believe they had the tower also. And then you've got the Knave of Pentacles, that Page of Pentacles. I'm going to get the cards out. I'm already getting messages. 2 of Cups. Remember I said earlier when I was channeling, you're going to wonder, is this a person that we're meant to go the distance? Is this okay, I don't want to get ahead of myself. 9 of Wands. But I'm getting psychic info beyond the cards. Okay, we've got the 3 of Wands here. Magician. And 1 more. Ooh, I knew it. Ace of Pentacles. All right. So some of you definitely meeting someone, or a relationship goes to a next level. I don't know, this could be personal, this could be collaborative, it could be, for some of you, you're going to wonder, are we going to do more in this relationship? Are we going to do more? Are we going to move forward? Is this somebody that's going to be in my life for a long time or forever? So 2 of Cups, this is Page of Pentacles. This is a new opening or an offer. This is something that is a new level. Maybe you're awakening to a new level in your life, or how you approach things, or people, or career. A new chapter is coming in, also by that progressions. This is a new chapter. This is a new time focus, a new time period for you, right? It's a new chapter. It's a new, I just heard time capsule. The time capsule is open. But you're going to be really focused on creativity, creating something new in your life, making things better, manifesting with that Magician, and then the Ace of Pentacles. So this new direction or new opening or opportunity or new approach, whatever it is, has a payoff. And you will see payoff whenever you're watching this within the fall months, because Pentacles have to do with fall. Now, I am doing this in the fall, so I would say maybe the next month or this week even. Plan to increase your funds, your productivity. Your energy is up with that 3 of Wands and the 9 of Wands. Something's turned the corner. You're going the distance. You have the time, the energy, the focus. You're making things happen. You're creating, putting things out there. You're looking ahead. For those of you that are more entrepreneurial or doing something on the side, a side hustle, side gig, there is some kind of increase also for you. Something that's very tangible, some new awareness, but that could also bring some kind of increase financially also. I definitely feel that there is some kind of new direction. You could meet whoever this person is. Okay, they either are someone in your life, but now they become more in your life or more prominent, or they come out of the blue. Maybe when you're working or at work or hanging out. I don't know if some of you hang out at cafes or restaurants, or maybe you're somewhere where you're working on your own. Some of you, I just heard, you're throwing resumes, you're putting something out there. So if that is something that you want to do now, between now and the next month is a good time to do that, especially I feel for you within the next couple weeks. So if you want to put anything out there, I feel like the timing is really good for it. Anything to do with finance, income, loans, it's a good time. Now, this could be a loan coming in, or this could be the resources you need, or the money you need. Or, again, there's increase. I could say a gift from the universe, but it is to some degree, but it's also that you've worked with that Knave of Pentacles and the Nine of Wands and Three of Wands. This is what you've worked for, something that you've worked for. I love when they fly. Ooh, dream world home base. Oh, home base business. That's what I thought. Beloved, 42-6. Now, 42 in the I Ching is increase. It brings increase. It brings abundance. Brings heartfelt connections. And then you've got 9 here. So something is in transition, but dream world home base. Are you moving? Some of you moving. Some of you, this has to do with a home-based business. I think some of you are going to meet someone out and about. As one of my metaphysical teachers used to call it, one of my tarot teachers, out and about. But it's a dream. It opens new potential and possibilities for you, this connection. The world is your home. That's for some of you. The world is your home. You might be based somewhere and then travel, or you might be changing your base. You might be traveling someplace differently than where you live now. Yeah, there's a lot of unknown, but stuff is going to start making more sense, soul story number 4. This soul story is freeing you. This soul story is about big change that you cannot do only consciously. Okay, that came up. The past life, South Node, the past, or your abilities that you have, using them for expansion and exploration. The 9th house, this could be international travel, or meeting someone overseas or abroad, or someone that is international, or you're going to be exploring different places. Even if you aren't going abroad, maybe you're doing it on YouTube, maybe it's what you're reading, or maybe you're just exploring things in your hometown or a different town. I think there's a past life connection. I think you're moving into a time with this progression, whatever it was. If you looked at your progress chart, I think what's happening, there's a lot that has to do with past life connections. I feel you're going to be meeting the people that you're going to do some amazing things. I heard great things with. You might want to look at also soul story number 3. There seems to be it's a little different, but kind of similar. I'm going to take one more, just because I get the South Node, the 9th house. We've got Sagittarius energy there. This could be writing, this could be publishing, some of you could be doing a book, but I also feel like this has to do with expanding your horizons, exploring new places, new people, new ideas, new concepts. Some of you are going to be doing some kind of long distance travel. 8th house mystery. Yeah, you definitely have to look at soul story number 3 if you feel resonance. If you had a resonance to that, you're in the that's why, look at that, the mystery. You're in the magic and the mystery of the level of the soul. You are in the void. You are living in the question. You are living in the becoming. I would say write it down, soul story number 4. Keep a journal or voice note of your experience. I feel like you're about to have some major, if you haven't already, some major psychic experiences, psychic phenomena, increased psychic phenomena. A lot of you probably are very psychic, or at least intuitive, empathic. Maybe some of you are channelers. With this 8th house, you could be, for some reason I saw a computer. Are you doing something with psychic work? Maybe you're on YouTube or writing a book or do readings or want to. You've come in with a lot of 8th house knowledge about the mystery, about the occult, about divination, about deep transformative practices. Some of you are getting the message to share it, teach it, write about it, explore. If some of you need to explore more, explore those parts of you more. Explore the occult more. You can study, study more, study your dreams, study the occult. The soul, 8th house has to do with the soul. It's the soul's entry point, okay? So if we look at the 1st house or 6th house is the physical body, the 8th is where and how the soul enters and why. Wow, look at that, the universe. Oh, and the explorer. Look at that. 9th house exploration. Can you see that? If you can see that, it says the explorer. And then you've got exploration. Wow, that is very clear. So you've got to explore the universe. Wow, this is deep. The occult, I keep hearing esoteric studies, the occult, dreams, dream therapy, using synchronicity. It's going to tap you into your remembering. And then you've got boundaries and you've got take risk. You're moving out of limitation. You're moving out of previous boundaries, previous limitations you're moving out of. Wow. Wowza, wowza. Yeah, you're moving out of some kind of previous limitation. Something that limited you. Now, it may have been due to the people that you were in. Maybe you had to, we all have completions. I hate to say karmic. Dharma really is what it is, Buddhists. It's who we kind of owe, or we, contract, I'm going to help this person or that situation, or I'm going to do this kind of job or career, or I'm going to live here. That's ending for you. So you're going to be able to, you're going to be able to move in a whole new direction with true love and collective consciousness. Now, what are you doing, soul story number 4? You've got the universe and you've got the collective consciousness. So there's something that you're doing that's helping up-level the consciousness of the humankind. So if you're feeling overwhelmed at all, rubbing your feet together on the ground, whether on the carpet or floor or outside, earthing, anything, doing any earthing would be really great for you. And look, you're getting true love. That's what I thought with that 2 of Cups. Now, mind you, some of you might say, oh, I'm with someone already. All right, okay, maybe that turns into an even better relationship. Or you're attracting people that is based more on the love vibration, which is a high level of creativity also. So this could be partnerships, but definitely for some of you, I feel like you're meeting someone within the next, week to month. You're meeting someone, and you're not going to know where is it going. Because you're in that phase, you're not going to know. You're just going to have to kind of go with the flow, and go with what's, what. Let's look at the rune cards. Yeah, you're just going to have to go with the flow and kind of go with the unfolding and be in the mystery, the magic and the mystery. You're going to have a lot of mysterious connections, a lot of synchronicities with people, places, thinking of someone, they call you or text you or you bump into them. There's just a lot of the transpersonal is around you, a lot of the transcendent. And you're really being asked to live more from that place, but do what you can to center or ground yourself. So your team, your spirit team, your guides, and your higher self is leading you to live more from that level of expansion, to stay in the expansion. Wow. Wisdom, communication. whoever this person is, or that next level, whatever is coming in kind of quickly. Because Ansu's communication is immediate. And you have passed some type of test, that you've passed the test from your higher self or the universe. Okay, I think that is it. Let's look at the best approach. We're going to look at the Astrodice, the best approach for soul story number 4 for this soul story unfolding. What's the best perspective, the best approach? Okay, you've got Saturn. Can you see that? In Taurus, in the 3rd house. So bit by bit, put structure. Saturn isn't always limitation. Now there could be limitation locally, or with how you communicate, or maybe your trips or travels or local. Maybe you want to do the 9th house, the overseas or international. That's coming. But in the immediate future, it's going to be more local. And deal with things that have to do with boundaries, finance. There could be some issues, maybe, I don't know, car or neighborhood, 3rd house. The best approach is just to build things bit by bit and build your communication up. Work with social media. If you're involved in any kind of social media or any aspect of communication, that's what you want to work on right now. Refine the way you communicate, or communicate more, or put some structure and form as to what you are putting out there in the world, what you're building up. 3rd house ruled by Gemini, that corresponds to the Magician, which is Gemini Virgo. So again, there could be something with communication, writing, teaching, speaking, social media, advertising, marketing. But with Saturn there, it's showing that you have a learning lesson. So this could be 3rd house learning lesson, and it's just let it unfold. It's not happening quickly. It is happening bit by bit, this expansion, but it's happening, I want to say, in a more step-by-step or methodical way. All right, Soul Light, your Soul Insights mantra is for your path at this time to support you. Let me connect in here more to the cards and the energy that I'm feeling from you. I am guided on my journey and I'm progressing on my path. I am drawing the people and situations that are fulfilling for me. And some of you that are fulfilling for me on a soul level. Yeah, prepare for some kind of increase. It may be people on your path, kindred spirits that you're drawing in from a past life. Saturn can also have to do with past life. It's boundaries also, and you got boundaries. But there could be past life connections. You might feel your path is very narrow right now. It's kind of fixed with that Taurus. It's fixed. It's like the compass, your inner compass is fixed right now, soul story number 4. You're not going to be able to deviate from your soul path at this time. But it's going to bring you, I think, a lot more than what you even perhaps envisioned or dreamt of manifesting. All right, Soul Light. Wow, lots of love and light. I am so curious to see how this unfolds for you. I wish you all the best in your soul's unfolding, and I hope to see you in the next reading.